Oh, you need to tell your auto rotate.
Auto rotate, okay.
But they will check offside too.
It's not off.
So they already cleared the pen, that means they're just checking for offside.
Oh boy. Offside. Because they will check the guy with the come back.
So that means they've accepted the penalty.
Yeah.
Okay.
But this is entail.
So we need to take the auto rotate off, right?
Voila.
Where's the auto rotate?
Check you overturn it. It's looking like you overturn it.
He's going to approve it. Once
No, you overturn it.
because I see on the down land lane, all those if VR don't confused, they go put up for the free.
You want to take?
Now you go decide yourself.
Okay.
Okay, I don't think you can go.
Oh, he has to go.
Yeah, it has to be
Straight.
Oh, okay. The ones I was seeing
You have to
yesterday.
come close.
Maybe I should bring it down a bit.
No, you don't go.
I should bring it down a bit.
No, it's fine.
No, you guys day like this before you go fit capture everybody.
Manny, what you come close? So
Yeah,
that we can see.
Okay, why up? If you manage that, then
Are we live now?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
You are live, you know?
Okay, we are live.
Because I need it to go here so we'll be able to use that phone.
Okay. All right. Well, potential VR check here in the game, and the ref says no penalty for Real Madrid. That's just crazy.
Cancel.
Oh, offside.
Offside. Because the guy we did here before come out.
Reprieve for we are live now. So reprieve for Arsenal. Well, welcome to this maiden edition of YouTube Live on Lydia Production. So it's a Champions League doubleheader that will be taking place today. Arsenal, Real Madrid, Inter Milan, and Bayern Munich. We got two very distinguished gentlemen here. I got Manny, who is to my right. He's an Inter Milan fan. He's keeping an eye on his game, and I got Yomi, who ironically is a Barcelona fan. I'm sure he's chilling easy because his team has already qualified for the semi-final. So just about. we thought they had the first leg done and dusted after a 4-0 trouncing of Borussia Dortmund in Spain, but a valiant fight back from the German team, who ironically were the runners-up from last season's Champions League, to make sure that they kept the scoreline respectable and just give the game a more competitive feel. Well, so far we are concentrating on the Real Madrid Arsenal game. A lot has happened. We've had a missed penalty from Bukayo Saka, which tried a Panenka. What on earth was he thinking?
Horrible.
We don't know what on earth he was thinking. Yeah, I mean, you scored that penalty very early on in the game, 4-0 aggregate, even, despite the talent we know Madrid have.
Yeah.
I mean, it was going to be a long way back for them at 4-0. But now they're still in the game. Still in the game. And lots to play for, 29 minutes on the clock. Potentially, a lot of added time is going to be added because of the long VAR check for the penalty that was overruled by the referee because of offside.
Both penalties, because they also checked the Saka one.
The Saka one, yes. So that's also going to be
there'll be a lot of extra time.
A lot of extra time.
You don't give Madrid these free chances.
Yeah.
Like score.
Yeah.
If you have the chance,
if you have the chance,
score.
If you don't, you pay for it.
Yeah. But so far so good for Arsenal. I mean, if you're keeping Madrid from scoring 30 minutes into the second leg, then you're doing something good. And I mean, you just keep going second by second, minute by minute, and before you know, boom, you're in the second half, and time is just ticking. Now, time is not actually the friend of Real Madrid right now, so they will be doing everything possible, to see if they can get a goal. Interesting so far.
I mean, I feel like when Barca played PSG that year, I think the first goal came like
3 minutes. No, it came within 3 minutes. Yeah, Luis Suarez. Yeah, what a fantastic shot from Mbappe there. So that was I believe the game you're referencing was a game in 2017.
Yeah.
After the first leg,
4-0.
4-0. So, the key is getting an early goal.
If you get an early goal,
you get an early goal. That
you have an
game,
advantage.
yeah, that goal came within 3 minutes from Luis Suarez, and it just set the tone. And if you also take your mind back, if you want to come back, there are several templates as well. Barcelona against Liverpool in 2019 semi-final.
Yeah.
Liverpool were trailing 3-0 from the first leg in Barcelona. Second leg at Anfield, Divock Origi scored within the first 7 minutes. Early goal is the key. Yeah. And if Arsenal are still keeping it clean at 31 minutes now, it's looking good. This is Saka. He's trying to cut in. And Odegaard, oh my goodness.
No.
Oh no. Odegaard, I don't know.
This is what they say about Odegaard. Bruno does something more there.
Exactly. Yeah.
He's looking to pass again.
Why are you passing there? Why are you passing there, bro? Like it's that's a clean shot for you. That's a clean shot.
Bro, I'm not seeing Vinicius in this game. He said he was going to win Ballon d'Or. I can't see it.
The one season wonder.
Well, he's probably winning the hiding door right now because
one season wonder is crazy.
One season wonder.
Vinicius is not a one season wonder. But
he's good.
He's good, but I think one of the things that disqualified him
for the Ballon d'Or level, not. I don't think it's up to that level like the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah, but even still,
but
if you check his stats for Brazil,
very poor.
It's not very impressive.
I
would have to confirm that, Manny. But I think his stats for Brazil not very impressive. He was in the Copa America last year for Brazil as well when they lost to Uruguay in the semi-final.
Yeah.
The whole tournament he didn't turn up. So I mean, many people were just looking at what he did for his club alone. But for Rodri, both for club and country, he turned up. But we digress. Arsenal still very much in this, and I'm sure Arsenal fans will be delighted at how this is panning out so far. We're keeping an eye on the other results.
Bro, how is that offside?
That's not offside to me.
Right, but that's not the person that got fouled.
Yeah.
The person,
but the ball was
Rodrigo
going through.
That's
the person that was offside.
Rodrigo was offside, but Mbappe got fouled.
But the ball was going to the person that was offside initially. You check the flight of the ball.
Fair enough, I guess.
Fair enough. In the other game, Inter Milan and Bayern Munich still go there. So looking so far so good for Inter Milan. And I have one very happy man to my right here, Manny, who is an Inter Milan fan. It's crazy. Inter Milan have conceded just 3 goals in. This is going to make it 11 and a half games.
Wow.
That's what happens when you're coached.
Yeah, I mean, between Acerbi and Bastoni, those are top class defenders. And in Jan Sommer in goal, they have a very, very good goalkeeper as well. I mean, it brings into perspective how protected Andrew Onana was at Inter.
Yes.
Yeah, because I think the tactics from Simone Inzaghi and the defense line in front of him made him look good. Yeah, he was smelling like roses. But now he's at Manchester United. There's a big difference between having Acerbi and Bastoni protecting you and having Harry Maguire and Victor Lindelof in front of you. Yeah.
But another thing is when he was at Inter, his main features were still ball playing.
Yeah.
So if you watch the finals against Man City, there were so many times that City couldn't press. They couldn't press him because he was with the ball. And their defenders are able to collect the ball. Bro, United's defenders are scared to play out the ball.
Yeah,
so he's forced to
kick
have
out
every time.
Yeah.
But that doesn't excuse some of the mistakes.
Some of the howlers are just
shocking.
It's inexplicable. Yeah,
terrible.
There are so many now. We could compile an entire half-hour highlight reel of Onana blunders, and I'm sure we'll still have some. That's for Manchester United. At Inter, he was completely spotless.
Yeah. Which is funny because I think they got his replacement for 8 million.
Was it from China? Or where was it from?
I can't even remember, but I know he was definitely 8 million, and they sold Onana for 40?
40, yeah. That's a Ponzi scheme right there. If you ask me, that's a Ponzi scheme. It's looking more like it. Anyway, United have been victims of Ponzi schemes recently. I mean, it's not just Onana. Look at their transfer dealings so far.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, where do we start from? Harry Maguire, from Sancho to Pogba. It hasn't just worked out for so many of them.
And
Pogba tried, but
he definitely tried, but
Pogba tried,
Pogba's tenure is good in hindsight.
Yeah.
When you look at all the bombs that have come after him,
Yeah.
and
Exactly.
then you realize that he was actually very good.
He was actually good.
But in real time, that was not what he was performing was not the expectation. But it was coming from a very, very solid UA team.
Yeah. And we hope you guys are, enjoying, live broadcast so far. Just keep, staying on this dial. Promises to be entertaining. I mean, not so much fireworks from the game yet. To be honest, guys, I expected more from Real Madrid at this stage. I expected more.
Really? I feel like you guys expect so much from Madrid. These guys are not good. So the thing is, everybody believes in Madrid hype, right? From all the great teams. But bro, they have not been good. They can't play football. We watch them play against Barca's.
Penalty to Arsenal, by the way. I mean corner kick.
Oh.
From where? From where?
Oh, Ryan, you look at time wasting already.
You still have a lot of time to play now.
But yeah, as I was saying, we've seen Madrid lose. So I think Barca are 9-2 on aggregate in all the games with their 14 and 16-year-old players.
Yeah.
Madrid have been poor in Champions League. They beat a Man City team that is equally poor on penalties.
Yeah.
Against a coached team like Arsenal. Arsenal is a very, very
well-coached team.
They're a well-coached team. I don't expect Madrid to walk over them for any reason.
And the referee has ruled in favor of Real Madrid there. Another dangerous corner. It's how they whip it. Interchangeable. Bukayo Saka from one side, Declan Rice takes it. I think those are actually, a very potent weapon for us now. How between Declan Rice and Bukayo Saka, between both of them, how their deliveries are always spot on. Yeah,
it's crazy. They're so consistent with where they put the ball is always where they need it to be.
And when people call us now corner kick FC, I always say, if it's easy, why doesn't your team do it? So it's not just about being threatening from a corner kick. The delivery also has to be spot on as well. You see teams who sometimes they play corner, they can't even beat the first man. But Arsenal, they just put it right into the mix, right into the zone where the goalkeeper has to make a decision. And it works wonders.
But yeah, for the only way I see Madrid even having any chance in this game, winning and qualifying is what I mean.
Yeah.
There has to be Tchouaméni and
Valverde
have to do more so that Jude can get in, because that Arsenal backline will be fine dealing with Mbappe, Vinicius. Because those guys just want to get the ball to feet.
Yeah.
Nobody's running behind.
I think for me, generally, if Madrid have Modric and Kroos in this team, they'll be an added advantage.
Yeah, well, Kroos
left, he retired, and Modric.
Kroos was always going to be hard to replace. For Modric, he's almost 100 years old now. We can't expect that's hyperbole. He's 38. So we saw what happened in the first leg when he played. Thomas Partey and Declan Rice just ran through him in midfield. It's no fault to him. He's an exceptional player, but he doesn't have those legs. Even at that, he's best known for being a creative player, not someone that does all the running in midfield. And I believe that's why Lucas Vazquez was drafted to right back today, and Valverde moved into midfield because Ancelotti wants more legs in there. So, it's a very youthful-looking midfield for Real Madrid. Bellingham, Tchouaméni, and Valverde, there are lots of legs in there.
But they don't have a really creative midfielder in this match.
Yes.
Nobody's really creative.
So
Tchouaméni is more like a defensive midfielder.
Yeah, he's more like a defensive midfielder and a
have
ball carrier.
Valverde
attacks
quite well than Bellingham.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's what happens when your coach pretends to coach. That guy is just standing at the side, raising
Ancelotti.
eyebrow after eyebrow.
Yeah.
Bro, coach.
But I always felt that eyebrow was the magic. When he raises, he doesn't say anything. He just raises the eyebrows, and things start happening for Real Madrid. Well,
one thing they have individual brilliance. They have players that can overturn the game. For them.
Yeah, and that's
team play. I don't think they are really that good.
Yeah, they've struggled this season, and I think I know Mbappe had a slow start. He's picked up since then, but even at that, I don't think they've been able to. Vinicius is he just needs to do something.
Alright FC. Madrid corner. I can't even see how Madrid will. Bro, Arsenal are so confident.
Yeah, it's
from set pieces. So like these crosses, I don't know.
I mean,
what they're going to do.
If I was an Arsenal fan, I would be delighted. I mean, I would take 0-0 after the first half anytime, any day.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure. Because I mean, the more time ticks, you're getting closer and closer to a first semi-final in 16 years. The last time Arsenal were in the semi-final in 2009. I mean, no diss to Arsenal. Mania already chuckled a bit. We're not dissing Arsenal, I mean. But it is what it is. It's the fact. First semi-final in 16 years.
That's crazy.
That's crazy, you know. We know in between that period they had a drought where they were relegated, if that's the word to use, to the Europa League. And even they couldn't find much joy there. They got to one final in 2019, lost to Chelsea 4-1 embarrassingly. You know, but they are back in the Champions League. This is the third season in a row now. Last season they bowed out at this stage to Bayern Munich, but now they are proving, I think, so far that they are ready for the big time. And a potential semi-final date with Paris Saint-Germain. If that happens, that's going to be a blockbuster.
Yeah, for sure. So much attacking quality on play.
Yeah, even in the midfield as well. You see PSG, Vitinha, João Neves, and Fabian Ruiz in that midfield. So much energy. They've got the legs. It's going to be a key battle. But let's not jinx it. We speak too soon. This is Real Madrid.
Yeah, but this is the best team in. Wow.
Wow, that was a chance. Rudiger just needed to grow some legs, you know, but he couldn't quite, you know, just grow taller then. That was a lovely flick on from, what was it? It was inadvertently from William Saliba. Corner kick to, is that a corner?
Yeah, no,
it's a corner kick. Rodrigo.
Madrid's best play is coming from the right hand.
Whoa!
Side.
That was, what is going on there?
Okay.
No, and this is a chance for Arsenal to counter. Odegaard, oh my goodness, Odegaard.
Not 2017 KDB.
Oh my goodness. That was a good chance to counter. I mean,
killer pass.
Yeah. And Arsenal do have pace on the wings with Martinelli, especially one of the
looking for a chance to shoot.
Yeah, fastest players.
Looking for a chance to shoot.
Well, the spread is out wide to Lucas Vazquez.
Their best chances are coming from
Valverde in midfield. Bellingham. If there's one man who can pick a pass, it's him. If he tries to locate, well, he tries sometimes. Vinicius, we're still expecting some magic from him. Not
magic.
quite.
I just really want to see him. Yeah. Not even magic. Just let me see that you are there.
Let's see what he can do. I mean, you know, it's not just to be a Ballon d'Or nominee on paper. You need to do something. Yes. You need to do something. You need to show, like we say where we come from in Nigeria, you need to show working.
Always.
Yeah,
working.
Show you're working. Another set piece again, well defended by Arsenal, like you said, Manny.
Set piece, they know this. They can do this all night.
They can do it all night. They've got the high team there: Thomas Partey, Declan Rice, Saliba. They're going to just head those balls away. So I think Real Madrid's safest bet is how to play through this black wall from Arsenal, because Arsenal putting on is that a black color jersey? I hope I'm not colorblind.
That's a good. Yeah,
that's a foul. That's a foul. Lucas Vazquez, the captain for today.
It's funny because Madrid are just going to keep putting the ball in the box, but only Jude is really entering the box.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Wow, that was close.
Still goalless at the Estadio Giuseppe Meazza, or popularly known as San Siro, Inter Milan at home, currently goalless. There's currently a game in the English Premier League. Newcastle thrashing Crystal Palace 4-0. Oh, Newcastle. If they keep up at this rate, they could actually definitely be in the shout for top 3. Because Nottingham Forest seem to have lost a bit of momentum in the last few games. Lost with the last kick of the game against Everton at the City Ground on Saturday at home. Yeah. So they seem to be losing some ground. I mean, if Newcastle continue at this rate, I mean, I won't put it past them to sneak into the top 3. Their form of late has been fantastic.
I think 5 teams get
get a slot. Yeah, for England for the EPL. Yeah.
So I think Nottingham will be fine. I think they will qualify regardless. It's just where they finish. Okay, Vinny.
Vinicius. Oh, that's a foul.
That's a yellow.
That should be a yellow card for Julian Timber. Well, Real Madrid decided to take it quickly. I thought they were going to load it into the box. Mbappe, what can he do here?
They want to have a goal.
Oh my goodness! Almost broke for Jude
So
Bellingham.
many bodies back
They're
there.
looking
So
for
many
one
bodies.
goal.
Yeah.
7 minutes added in the first half. Insane.
Yeah.
Insane.
Insane.
I think for both VR checks.
Yes.
Yeah. Rightly so. And guys, I hope you're enjoying our live stream. Vinicius, another poor attempt from, the Brazilian international. I don't want to be over critical of him. He's a talented player, no doubt, but these are the games that he's meant to show.
Yeah.
That's why they paid him the big bucks. Mbappe as well.
Mbappe looks up for it.
He looks up for it, but Vinicius just seems like Julian Timber has his number today, just like he did in the first leg as well. I mean, Manny must be really feeling comfortable. Inter Milan, currently looking good now.
A well-coached team.
Yeah.
I always say, it's very, very important. It's not just to just have players. You have to be coached.
That's a very good counter.
Arsenal on the
You can do
counter
something.
will come back to that.
What pass from Odegaard?
This is what they say. This is what they're talking about.
Well,
this is a counter. That was 3-on-3.
Yeah.
Poor pass to release Martinelli there. But anyway, as I was saying about Inter, it's very important to be coached. Like, positional play is very key.
Yeah.
So you don't need you need elite players, of course, but then you can work with systems.
Yeah,
Just like Conte used some mid players at Chelsea to do things. He's currently doing that with Napoli.
Yeah.
So when your team is coached, like Madrid is not coached, so you can see the difference. But yes.
Yeah. Ooh, that was a good one. That was a good attempt crossing the box.
Most of Madrid's good play is coming from the right hand, from their right hand side.
I think the referee has to stop
Vinicius is not.
Where Rodrigo is. Yeah. So.
I try to use more of Rodrigo's wing now than Vinicius.
Yeah.
But Vini is in Timber's pocket.
Wow.
Whoa, that's
It just reminds, bro. Every Spanish team they all act the same. They all act like someone shot them every time.
Yeah, I think it's part of the standards. Well, 2 minutes out of the 7 minutes of added time gone already. 3 minutes to go, or 5 minutes, or 4.5 minutes.
4.5.
Yeah. Well, so far Ancelotti with the raised eyebrow, but it's not working. Yeah.
Second half, they're coming with. No.
Well, I mean, it's the key was to do it in the first half, and I think this is
have a goal in the first half.
Yeah, that's the key.
But it's not coming.
It's not coming. It's not just working. I think kudos to Arsenal so far and Mikel Arteta. They've been very professional. I mean, this is how to play when you are leading 3-0. Keep it professional. Don't panic. And that's a good ball. I mean,
oh my God.
Good pass from Partey. That's what we expect from Odegaard.
Yes.
Those are the kind of incisive passes we expect.
And there you see the lack of quality in Martinelli that we all speak about.
Yeah.
Look at his first touch.
First touch was very poor. I mean, he was right in front of Lucas Vazquez. He should be controlling that better.
But again, Arsenal can do this all day.
Yeah.
Like they seem they're very comfortable here.
Yeah, very.
Because if you remember Arteta's first 2 seasons,
yeah,
they were a very, very defensive team, and people were talking about, I don't see what Arteta is building. So obviously, these guys
they can
defend,
very well.
if they need to.
Yeah.
Like Madrid needs to do a lot of movements with the ball
But again,
to displace this Arsenal team because they're very rough.
Again, I'm still surprised because this has been very pedestrian and slow from Real Madrid. I expected the tempo to be quicker. It's all just all back and no bite so far.
Yeah.
They tried a quick tempo for the first 10 minutes of the game, but
but they seem to be running out of ideas.
Yeah.
And that's the key.
They're gassed out already.
Yeah. If they can get a goal before halftime, it's going to change the complexion of this game. Yeah,
for sure.
Something can happen. I mean, as much as we say Arsenal are very comfortable, all it takes is one chance, and
if Saka had scored a penalty, there'll be a whole lot of pressure on Madrid.
No, that would have been game over. I don't see Arsenal conceding 4 goals or 5 goals here today as it stands.
Definitely.
I mean, if Saka had scored that penalty, it would have completely knocked the stuffing out of Real Madrid. And this is Declan Rice. Can he do it? Martinelli, Whoa!
Good ball.
That was a good chance. Nice save, Courtois, but he was never going to be beaten at his near post anyway. You know, so.
So look, Madrid now they're getting tired. So
Yeah.
the longer the game goes on, Arsenal will grow into it.
Yeah, I mean,
and it will eventually pick them
and
up.
and it's also very possible. You know, the longer it goes, the more desperate Real Madrid become.
Of course.
You know, committing more men forward, and Arsenal can always pick them on the counter attack. It's going to be, you know, one tactic that we should look out for in the second.
Bro, they spent all week talking about how they're going to come back. Instead of going to train.
Talk is cheap.
Like, you don't just these guys have been
Wednesday.
like
Senior Wednesday.
that guy said 9 p.m. Don't miss
Don't
it. Like
miss
it's a
it,
concert.
like, bro.
Like
Play football.
But now it's
like you can't be bad all season and you're not just going to turn it on.
yeah.
For one match.
It's not possible.
And I'm afraid Real Madrid fans. Well, the game is still on, but looking ahead to the Copa del Rey final against Barcelona on the 26th of April. I mean, if you're playing like this, it's because we know how Barcelona have trashed them twice this season already. It's not going to be looking good.
It's not.
Is that Dani Ceballos?
Yeah, that's Dani Ceballos. Yeah. Quite interesting what you can do when you leave England.
Yeah.
And go to these other weaker leagues.
Oh,
Then Dani Ceballos is here.
Yeah.
He was at Arsenal, no?
Was at Arsenal. He was on loan at one time. Didn't quite hack it there.
Should have gone to Barca from Betis.
Well, on the flip side, same can be said for Odegaard, who couldn't quite hack it at Madrid, but he's having a good time in England.
I mean, yeah, he was 15
Yep.
he was 15
little accident with my mic here
at the time. Few seconds left.
Few seconds
in this
left.
half.
Well, my mic just fell off, just like Real Madrid's chances are falling off.
Look how comfortable.
And that's the end. Halftime. We'll take a pause.
See you on Wednesday. We're still playing 0-0. 9 p.m. Still 0-0.
This was not what I was promised.
This wasn't what we were promised.
Jude was talking about remontada like Neymar plays for his team. It's just Vinicius, bro. Like.
Okay, so guys, your thoughts in the first half while we'll take a small break.
Shall I go first? Very unsurprising to me. Like, I didn't expect anything different because, again, I've watched Madrid a lot this season, especially against teams that can actually play ball, like Betis, like
Barcelona,
of course.
Barcelona, yeah.
So, like, this doesn't surprise me one bit. Madrid, they've been very lethargic. They have been very, very dependent on moments from their players. And against this Arsenal team, you need to be on, like, just one player can't be on it. The whole team needs to be on it. Every time you watch Arsenal drop points this season, they've played against solid teams, like teams that the whole team plays together, not just one person on the left wing. Yeah. So, yeah, and of course, like, Arsenal should be up, if not for Saka. They should be leading 1-0.
Yeah,
right,
4-0 on aggregate too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, pretty expected for me. I don't know, a lot of people were saying a lot of things about, Bernabeu, they're locking the roof.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, we have in-house entertainment here. Well, they say Red Bull gives you wings. So we're not doing free advertising. You know, so yeah. Yomi, what's your assessment of the?
But they have done too much talk on paper.
Yeah.
But they're not showing working.
They're not showing working.
Working. So far, Arsenal. My own prediction from the onset, Arsenal will qualify.
Yeah.
Madrid might actually like pull up a surprise in the second half. It's like a 1-0, 1-0 victory or thereabouts.
Yeah.
But so far, it's been like like a quiet first half for Madrid.
Yeah, very quiet. And,
Nothing.
Yeah.
No surprises.
Yeah, they needed an early goal. They didn't quite get it.
From them, so.
They would need an early goal in the second half, don't you think?
For sure.
They would need an early
like,
goal. I think within the first 15 minutes.
Only Arsenal have like a very good counter-attacking player up front.
Yeah.
That they would cause some damage.
I mean, I'm just imagining if this was against Barcelona with Real Madrid needing to score goals.
If they have
you had Lamine Yamal, Rafinha, and Lewandowski on the break.
They've like pull up like
3 goals right now.
From the first half already. So
yeah, an interesting point Manny raised about Real Madrid this season. I mean, they struggled in the group stage. They didn't finish in the top 8. Many people expected them to finish in the top 8, and you look at the games, they lost to AC Milan here in Spain. a poor AC Milan side, we might add. I know Manny will agree with me being an Inter Milan fan. They lost to a poor AC Milan side. They lost to Liverpool in England.
At Anfield.
At Anfield. They struggled against Stuttgart here, a very poor Stuttgart side in Spain here. So this shouldn't be much of a surprise. And I know they did do some damage to Manchester City, but we all know Manchester City.
But I think over the years, over the past Champions League, Manchester have been played. I think most times Madrid have been like really poor the first leg.
Yeah.
But so like second leg, they always come up with
champions, 15-time winners of the Champions League. I mean, they call them European royalty. No team has won more Champions League titles than Real Madrid. And right now, as it stands, they're going to be going out. So it looks like we might just
already
have,
home.
They're already they're already home.
Yeah,
So
they're not traveling
They're
anymore.
not traveling anymore. So we're looking at 4 teams, or rather, with Real Madrid gone, we're going to, or going potentially. Let's not jinx it yet.
Yeah.
We're going to be having.
I think Inter.
Yeah, we're going to be having
Inter.
3 teams who have a chance of winning the treble: Inter Milan, PSG, and Barcelona. So those 3 teams are on the verge of immortality. As it stands now, I know without any bias, Manny, you're an Inter Milan fan. Which team do you see out of those 3 potentially doing the treble?
Inter can pull surprises for this Champions League, though.
Yeah, they are the dark horses, like
They can pull surprise for this Champions
Which is
League.
crazy because we're calling Inter the dark horses when, like, really and truly, maybe apart from Arsenal, they're actually the best team left in the Champions League. But of course, based on heritage, they're dark horses. Funny enough, I think Barca have the best chance of doing the treble. Just because, I don't know,
You're only smiling.
There's just something about Barca.
Yeah, this current Barcelona team.
And like,
something about them.
there's something about Barca and trebles.
But
just generally.
But I'm scared. Like, most times I wonder if I was a Barcelona fan. I don't know how comfortable I'll be, because I watch Barcelona, that high line. Even when Barcelona, even when they are leading by a slim margin, let's say 1-0, 2-1, with 2 minutes to go, where common sense will dictate, and I'm not saying Hansi Flick doesn't have common. I mean, that's what I mean. So I'm just saying, from our own footballing perspective, common sense will dictate. Like, if you're leading 1-0 with a few minutes to go, you're going to protect that lead and sit deep. But not Barcelona. They still play that high line. How do you cope? Because there's always that threat that someone will go behind that.
So far, it's working.
Yeah, it is working.
That's what we can say. So far, it's working. So
perfectly. I mean,
it's working for him so far. So
kudos to Hansi Flick and the fantastic work he's done. And Manny said something about 14 and 15-year-olds, which is a bit of a hyperbole, it's exaggeration, but it's a young squad. You look at
they're pretty young, though.
how old is he? 16, 17. You look at all the other guys that they have in the team. Gavi, Pedri, Yamal, I think I'm sorry,
Lewandowski,
Rafinha, I think 26. Lewandowski is about 30, 35, 36.
No, crazy.
And
Rafinha is 26, but he's one of the older statesmen.
And I have the keeper as well.
Szczesny. Then you look at, which is crazy by the way, because Szczesny retired. And Barcelona called him back, and now they've given him like a 1-year extension. It's crazy. He was already getting ready to go chilling. I think he was already on vacation with his family when they got the call, like, Jude, you better come back. The backup goalkeeper. Now he has a chance of winning treble, which in hindsight looks like a good decision with Ter Stegen out for the season, I think. So it's a good one.
Can we talk about Inter, please?
Okay, let's talk about Inter. So with Inter Milan, I mean, I like the point you mentioned with it being crazy, that they're talking about them as dark horses, because Inter Milan were in the final 2 seasons ago in 2023.
Yes.
Lost narrowly to a very majestic Manchester City team. So there are no pushovers. I know last season they lost in the quarterfinals to their bitter rivals AC Milan. That must have been a very tough blow for you to poor AC Milan team.
A poor AC Milan team, which again has happened this season. Like, I don't think Inter has beaten AC Milan at all this season.
Yeah, they even lost the Coppa Italia.
Two different competitions, and they've lost every time.
So, and they meet again in the Coppa Italia semi-final next week.
So it's one of those things where, like, you meet your like a team that's in your league, in the Champions League. And it doesn't matter that it's the Champions League. You play these guys. So it doesn't really. So, like, it's just how we say, Madrid is so good, but only Barca can beat them. Even when Barca is not at their prime.
At their prime, yeah.
So it's just one of those things that happens. But yeah, like it's still the same core from 2023.
Yeah. Apart from Onana.
Yeah. And yeah, so and they're just a very good team. My only worry is that chasing all three competitions with like Conte is a master domestic
coach,
especially when he's only playing when he's only competing for one trophy.
Yeah, just
so and looking at Inter's running, it's not easy. They have a lot of tough games. So I mean, hopefully they can go all the way. I think if they make it to the semis, I think they're
going to play Barcelona. The same bracket with Barcelona.
That would be an insane game.
That's going to be wild.
Yeah,
defense. I mean, I'm just. That will be both of you. Inter. Champions League semi-final. I mean, if Inter can hold their nerves, it's going to be against Barcelona.
Inter will be like, I don't know. I don't want to play Inter. I feel like I don't want to play Inter.
So you'd rather play Bayern?
I'd rather play Bayern.
Fair?
Bayern will be terrible like this season, so definitely.
That's
I'd rather play Bayern, yeah.
No, but I think that's going to be a cracking game. You're talking of two master tacticians, Hansi Flick versus Simone Inzaghi. It's going to be the best defense against the scariest attack. If you check the stats,
Because
I think Barcelona
physically, Baka can match them physically.
So it's going to be the best defense against the best attack. If you check the stats, I think Barcelona have scored 36 goals, the highest so far in the Champions League. They also have the top scorer in Rafinha, 12 goals, followed by Lewandowski, which is 11. I hope my stat. I mean, guys at home, don't take my word for it. You can check it.
Then scorer now, Guerresi.
Yeah, because of his hat trick.
Okay, because of his hat trick. Okay, good. I need to update my stats. See, I told you, don't take my word for it. For assists, I still think Rafinha has the highest with 7 assists. So it's going to be a very interesting, dynamic, best defense against best attack. Anyway, you want to chip in something?
Yeah, what's funny is last time Barca and Inter played in an important Champions League game, because I know they played some.
Was it in 2010?
2010.
The semi-final.
I was a Barca fan then.
Oh my goodness!
Why did you switch?
Well, I didn't switch to Inter directly. Actually, I just stopped supporting Barca after the treble in 2014 LSN.
Yeah.
Actually, no, that's cap. After the treble, the season when Barca played Madrid in the La Liga Community Shield.
And
Ronaldo took off his shirt at the new camp.
Yeah,
they were green. That was my last. I was done. And then I wasn't supporting any team till I started supporting Lazio when Inzaghi was there. And I followed into Inter.
Well, that's a very good story. So I mean, interesting you mentioned the 2010 semi-final. One of the best tactical games I've ever seen in my life. Inter won the first leg 3-1 in San Siro. Then in Spain, the return leg, we all remember Busquets played that team to get what's his name, the former coach of Juventus and Thiago Motta and Inter Milan. I think that was one of the best defensive performances of all time.
It's definitely up there.
It's up
there.
The way to play against that Barcelona team with 10 men for almost 70 minutes, not KV. That
was a great Barca team.
That was
not an average. Yeah. I think Eto won the treble.
Eto won the treble. Back-to-back trebles in 2009 with Barcelona, treble with Inter in 2010. That's boss. The link. So
I've sent it to you.
Okay.
So
are we still live?
yes, you guys are still live.
Oh, we're still.
Okay. Do you want me to?
No problem. So we're going to be sharing the links to our various platforms, so we can get more people in here.
I know they're not paying, but can I join this on camera?
Oh, of course, they're not paying, but it's okay.
Yeah. I'm getting tags from different places.
So just share it. I use your phone to share it to some persons actually do.
Okay.
So I'll fix this later.
Oops. Sorry.
No worries. I'll fix that later.
Someone in the comments asked Messi or Ronaldo.
So Messi or Ronaldo? Mohamed asking Messi or Ronaldo? Both. We are not going to have that fight today.
I mean, I'm not going to have the fight. I'm just going to say Messi.
At the end of
I'm
the
not going to say both.
I'm not going to say anything. No long talk, just Messi.
Okay.
I think the Inter game is on the way. Second half.
Okay, second half, Inter. A big 45 minutes for
Big 45 minutes.
for Inter.
Wow. Ban a lot of shots from outside the box.
Oh, you're already getting tags as well.
No,
So you can share on your yeah. So we can. Okay, so let's see. It's going to be quite a while before the Arsenal game starts. Let's see now. Still have time there. 52 minutes. Inter and Bayern game. Wow, it's 5-0 Newcastle.
Yeah, insane. Like,
Insane.
and Isak has just one goal.
Isak one goal, 5 different scorers,
Yeah.
4 different scorers, and one goal from McGray, Jacob Murphy, Harvey Barnes, Fabian Schär, and Isak. Okay, second half has commenced at the closed stadium. I mean, Real Madrid tried all kinds of stuff today to see if they could, kickstart a remontada. I mean, that's just the word we've been hearing all week, remontada.
Yeah.
In case you're wondering, it means comeback. Is it a real Spanish word or something?
I believe it's definitely a real Spanish word. And if it's not real, it got made up when, Bayern scored.
Bayern scored?
Yeah.
Oh! It promises to be interesting. Do you have any idea who scored the goal?
Hurricane. Wow.
Hurricane, wow.
After missing, he missed a lot of chances. Well, not a lot, maybe about 2 or 3 good chances in the first leg.
Now it's getting really interesting. As it stands, that game will go into extra time.
Yes.
Wow. That's just the 4th goal Inter Milan have conceded in this Champions League season. Interesting.
Looks like there's no changes.
No changes yet for us. Let me just double check that. No changes for us to report at this time.
Hate to break it to you, but Madrid are not a very entertaining team. So neither is Arsenal away from home. So
yeah. Well, I just mean if Real Madrid score now, it's going to add a bit more jeopardy into the game.
So more live.
Yeah. So they need. I think, going into the dressing room, Ancelotti would have given them a target. A little bit of jostling in the box. I'll be shocked if, again, easily dealt with. Easily dealt with by Arsenal.
Arsenal can do this all day.
They can do
I
it
tell
all
you.
When it comes to dealing with set pieces and scoring from them, they are Stoke City FC with makeup.
For sure.
Yeah.
I'm just surprised when I've not got this good defending like this. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's a far cry from the days of Mustafi and David Luiz. Arteta, kudos to him. He's been able to build a very, very solid defensive unit. And when you consider the fact that they are without Gabriel, Calafiori, and Wales is missing. Gabriel, for them to be this solid. I mean, you think Jacob Kivior would be a weak link going into this game, both legs, but it's not been that way at all.
Mbappe looks like this means much sooner than everyone else.
He's the only one
trying to do something.
Yeah.
Yes.
Vinny has been really quiet. Really quiet.
Another Arsenal goal kick.
Raya is going to be very well aware that he's on a yellow card, so no more time wasting for him. It's going to be, a very stupid way to get sent off. Ancelotti is still directing traffic on the touchline. We don't know what, messaging he's passing across, or if any. So far, it doesn't look like he's passing the right message, or maybe his players are not just heeding.
I actually wonder what their bench looks like today.
I know there's Ada Gulera in there, there's Hendrik, there's the septuagenarian Luka Modric in there.
Ceballos.
Danny Ceballos, we saw him warming up earlier.
And then a bunch of
Random guys.
yeah. Wow.
Well, there's Fran Garcia. Not really. I think
That is
if
very
you ask
good.
me, he should have started at left back in place of Alaba today. Free kick to Real Madrid.
Jude's fraud. We'll speak more about it. Holding his hand.
He played with Kroos and Modric, definitely.
That's not
Look
just
at-
a 3
look at-
of the ball.
Look at Vinicius.
Very,
What's going on there?
What's going on? A little bit of afters.
This Vinicius performance. I'm going to need a 2 minutes clip. Compilation of this performance.
Something tells me you're going to rate him too.
Inter equalized. Let's us go.
Yeah. Wow, that's
Let's go.
That's a very good response from Inter. Currently 3-2 on aggregates.
I hope that goal doesn't get disallowed.
I mean, these days you have to wait before you celebrate.
yeah,
Because, we're not watching that game, but VR. VR is a heartbreaker.
Another Lautaro goal. He seems
I
to
hope
have-
it's as good as the goal in the first leg with the Trivela finish. That was cracking.
even the
Slick
pass
counter
from
attack.
Thuram.
Yeah, the back heel from Thuram, the Trivela finish from Martinez was a quick goal. I think both Inter Milan goals were best, examples of counter attacking.
Yes, for
Yeah.
sure. Especially
The Fratesi, they won from David. I mean, it came just 3 minutes after Thomas Muller had equalized for Bayern, and it was a fantastic way to respond and say, look, and they've done it again in the second leg. Anytime Bayern score, Inter Milan say, look, you've made us angry. We're going to give one back. So it's almost a mirror image of what took place.
look at Madrid's midfield. It doesn't exist.
It's not
They don't-
existent.
You just have. This is what I'm saying. These guys are not coached. Look. God.
It's this. I cannot believe what I'm saying. There's just like a huge gap between the centre backs, and there's just this white space. in the
Very
middle.
good ball.
And
That's
they
very
don't
good
want to
ball.
go direct.
Oh,
That's
come
a
on,
pen-
Jude. That's never a penalty.
That's a
Corner.
corner kick.
He took his time there. He could have taken that earlier.
Yeah.
He was looking for it.
We were looking for a
If you ask me.
penalty, yeah.
Yeah, because he hesitated. He was just
Again,
waiting for the contact.
all
He was
Madrid's
there's
good
he,
players.
there he is.
See,
He's
yeah, he was
waiting
waiting
for
for
the
the
contact.
contact,
Yeah.
All Madrid's good players coming from their right hand side.
Nothing from Vinicius' side.
Keep the ball away from Vinicius.
Oh,
Good chance from Mbappe there.
You can't use Valverde, Chumeni, and Modric in the midfield. Those guys are like, they don't stay in one, like, in the midfield area. They love to attack more.
yeah, yeah.
They move out of position.
That's the first time they're
Bellingham
winning.
and,
They're winning the header from their set piece.
Ancelotti might need to be brave and make some changes here. I know it's going to be a bold call, but I mean, taking out Vinicius
That
won't
would
look like a bad idea.
I mean, there's no way to explain
Well
that.
play Saka. Well play Saka. Nice ball.
Nicely played there, Saka.
Nice play.
This is Declan Rice. We know he has legs.
You don't have
And
Martinelli, take him on. Take him on. It's
Take him
Vasquez.
on.
Nope.
he decided to check
But this is
back.
he'll lose it.
Timber right there with the ball. Back to, no, that was Luis Kelly. Beg your pardon.
No,
Martinelli's just dancing. That's leg work.
They have nothing to lose. They can do all this all day.
They can read all day. I mean, they don't need to speed things up.
They have
don't
nothing
need
to lose,
They
yeah.
have nothing to lose.
They have nothing to
Oh,
lose.
that was a risky ball.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
nice position.
Someone
Inter
said-
score again.
Inter score again?
Yes.
That's game over. 4-2 on aggregate.
Company, you can take the man out of the quota. You can't take
That'll be Inter
Gota
Barcelona.
So are you trying to say Burnley is the goal? You can take the man out of Burnley, but you can't take the Burnley out.
You can't take it out of him.
Oh my goodness. I mean, I watched the first leg and I'll say he was outcoached by Simeone. Though we are not seeing this game, Simeone is actually a big part of Diego Simeone. I call out.
Stand up, stand up, stand up.
Benjamin Pavard.
Ooh, chance for
Okay.
counter attack. This is Vinicius.
Vinicius.
I'm not expecting much.
Great tackle. Who's
Very,
that?
very
Kivio.
terrible player.
Great tackle there.
See,
Kivio.
they are back already.
The back.
Look how many
They're back
bodies
already.
are getting back.
That was
They
a
are back
very
already. And this guy wants to
feeble
win.
attempt.
Wants to win Ballon d'Or.
Bellingham was screaming for a cutback there. He felt he was better positioned in finishing.
So I can take him on, bro. Alaba is like 50.
And he's just coming back from a long-term injury,
Yeah.
so
And it's a yellow card already,
it's
so
a yellow card.
we should put more pressure on Alaba.
Well, there's no need, really.
There's
I
no
guess
need, yeah.
there's no need to force.
There's no need to
force the
force.
issue.
I mean, they can just do this all day and dance all the leg work they can when they get to the flanks and no need to
Because
force the
the
issue.
slower the game is, the better for Arsenal, right?
I mean, this has been a thoroughly impressive performance from Arsenal.
Yeah.
Very professional, exactly what you're meant to.
So far, I think their plan has been working for them so
Very
far.
well.
Jude getting frustrated as always. Okay, he has untucked that shirt. Thank God. Unnecessary.
Well, they are in a haste. I don't think Vinicius wants to see a replay of that move anymore. Well, to our viewers, hope you're still thoroughly enjoying our live broadcast of Champions League games. Our focus is on Real Madrid and Arsenal, but of course we're not forgetting the other games taking place, especially Inter versus Bayern. We're also keeping a close eye on the Premier League game. Back-to-back games, Crystal Palace have considered 5 goals. I mean,
Crazy.
It's crazy. Considered 5 against Man City on Saturday, 5 goals. So Dani Ceballos, the ex-Arsenal man, if we can call him that, even though he was just a loan move, coming on for. We wonder.
Rodrigo went to the net.
Rodrigo, what do they call that move again? Where Olympico.
Olympico, yeah.
He was trying an Olympico, trying to score directly from a corner. He almost caught Roy out.
Good save there, right?
But, let's see if he's going to try it again. Or
Who do you think gets subbed out for?
Ceballos, right?
I would say maybe potentially maybe Valverde.
Already?
Yeah.
His energy? I don't know.
I don't know. I just think, because I don't think Ancelotti will be taking out a forward player for a midfield player, not at this stage. I mean, if he does that, the Real Madrid crowd are going to get on his neck.
Might be
so it's going to be
Chomini or Valverde.
Well, I guess right.
Valverde.
Hey, perhaps okay.
Well,
It's really quiet. It's really quiet in this.
Yeah,
That's a very good save.
good save. So it's not.
Good ball there, Odegaard.
Can Saka finish? Oh no.
Offside.
Nice. No, offside.
Okay. It's clear. I like it. He's taking his time.
Asensio, you're losing, man. You're not supposed to be celebrating tackles. You're losing. Still losing.
That was a good pass there from Odegaard.
Another penalty to Arsenal. Corner kick. Corner kick. It's safe to say if Arsenal score now, good night.
Yeah. Bringing on energy.
If they score from this corner, then it's good night, because we all know Arsenal can score from corners, and with Saka's delivery, this is very much possible. I don't want to sound like a prophet, but I think I see this going in.
I don't know. False prophets.
Okay.
Easy cash for
I'm not going to be prophesying again anytime soon.
This is why you don't take Valverde.
Valverde.
He's the only one who can do that.
Yeah,
That whole,
yeah.
him and Jude.
He's a ball carrier. What a fantastic tackle from Rice.
Yeah. His levels, man. His levels. They're comparing all these other guys to him.
Yeah, that's why they spend over 100 million. Caicedo.
They compare Caicedo to Rice.
Chelsea players, like Chelsea fans love to compare their bomb. I don't know the bomb. I don't know if I can say bomb.
Well, this is
Is that Skelly?
This is family-friendly podcast.
Yeah. That's the way they're comparing Jackson
Wow,
to
ref is not
Osimhen.
having
It's crazy
any
though.
of
Jackson
that.
to Osimhen. I don't know.
Referee has stopped that.
You can't compare Jackson to Osimhen. It's crazy.
I think this game has gone.
Yeah. I mean,
60 minutes, you can.
you can see how the game is
You can't
going.
get a goal.
At best, Madrid score one.
Yeah.
At best.
But look,
That's what I'm saying.
I know Real Madrid
Yeah.
fans will still be dreaming.
They can pull up like a
in
definitely.
yeah,
Arsenal will qualify.
2022 semi-final against Man City.
Oh, that's the red card offense though.
Where's he going to stand?
He
He has to stand somewhere.
He has to stand, but
That wasn't intentional.
it
Yeah.
wasn't intentional. Well,
That was not intentional.
Our camera lady is saying that was not intentional. She's chiming in. She's interested in the game as well.
That was it. Bro, where do you want to put his leg? He has to land. Wow, they took off Rodrigo.
Really?
He has been one
And
of their
they kept
better
winning.
players.
Alaba
Vinicius
is
is still on
also
this
going
pitch.
off. Rodrigo, Vasquez, and Alaba going off. Okay, so Valverde is not going out. it seems so. A little bit of reshuffling. I think that means Tchouaméni is going to right back. From what it seems, we're going by the instructions being given with Vasquez off. Tchouaméni should be going to right back.
Valverde may go.
No, Hendrik. Well,
youngster.
well, let's see. Only Ancelotti knows what he's thinking. No, Hendrik has some potential. I don't think it's. I just think he hasn't been given as much opportunities to.
He's not him, I'm afraid. I think Valverde has gone to right back.
Okay, Valverde has gone. So Tchouaméni stays in midfield. Okay, Real Madrid. It seems the tactic is to go long now. Just keep going long. Offside.
Oh, handball against Vinicius. Vinicius is having a stinker here.
Stinker, you know.
Could never be named off. Just say.
Definitely.
Yeah, because touches.
Red card.
No, it's not a red card. Oh, come on. I can't really say if it's a red card. No, it's not. Never a red card. No. Yeah. This game is.
I'm surprised Modric is not on yet.
Yeah, I mean he's the
But
one.
he probably
that
comes on later.
Yeah. If there's any man who can unlock or crack the code for Real Madrid, it is.
It's Ronaldo, but he plays in Saudi Arabia.
I'm thinking
I think they made 3 changes. They
Yeah,
still
so
have
they still
2.
okay.
So let's keep an eye
Look
on.
at Hendrik.
And to me, the
I
guy
don't know
is
where you think you are.
I don't know. The guy is just like an overhyped youngster. There's nothing special about him though.
Still 2-1 to
Inter.
oof,
And
4-2 on aggregate. So it's definitely looking like an Inter-Barcelona semi-final, a repeat of the semi-final in 2010. Because whoever Real Madrid won, Real Madrid
They
gets.
get,
Yeah, regardless. And yeah, look, let's keep it. Let's
just showed the plays of Hendrik
I have
getting
to
there.
say
you know when you play football back home in Nigeria in some field,
Yeah.
you know, someone did something similar to me one day and I just left. I had to go home. There are some times you just retire.
Yeah, you're like, no. It's too much.
When you are not met, I don't think there's any bigger embarrassment in football.
Yeah, that's why
In Nigerian pidgin, you say they put
Yeah.
it in between the toros,
Yeah.
between your legs. So once you are not met, just retire. There's nothing.
And you have people like everywhere shouting
Yeah.
like, hey,
And you know Nigerian fans back home,
You know.
they can be very. People are like, bros, just they go house.
for like 1 week.
It's always crazy. You know.
look
How
at
can
look
you
at
be
look at
shooting from-
Hendrik. He wants to shoot from there.
Nope.
You can stand up now.
The
Don't take
train
penalty.
is dying with every minute. Yeah, so you were asking a question about Saliba. I think whoever Madrid wants, Madrid will get. Definitely. And I think it's just a matter of time. It could be as early as next season.
Wow.
Because
Yeah,
let's not forget, regardless of this scoreline, Madrid are top draw. I mean, everybody
That's very
wants
good
to
ball,
play for
Saka.
them. I don't think Saliba would. Even if Arsenal win the Champions League this season, I don't think Saliba would say no to
Take
Real
him
Madrid.
on. Take him on. These guys are not good.
Yeah. But it all depends. We'll see.
Take him on. Rice, what do you have?
Odegaard, hell will
Very
freeze
wow.
up.
That's a very good ball.
And it's a goal. Game over.
What
That's
a
game
goal.
over.
What
It's
a
done.
goal. Tell
Saka.
them to shush,
It's
man.
done.
Redeem yourself.
Good night.
Redeem yourself.
Good night.
I told you guys,
I
this Madrid
cannot-
team cannot play football.
Redeem
They
yourself.
I
can't.
cannot believe this.
The
It's game
worst
over.
changes I've ever seen is from this Ancelotti.
I mean, it's done.
What are you bringing Hendrik and all these players from?
It's official. Real Madrid will not be defending their title this season.
Why are you crying? Don't
It's
waste
done.
your tears.
It's obvious now.
Arsenal have been
People are not playing
Arsenal have
anything.
been the better team over 2 legs.
Yeah.
9 p.m.
They did it talking on social media. Let's see by 9 p.m.
Yeah, see you in 9 p.m. See you on
See
Wednesday.
you on Wednesday. Remontada. This is the benefit.
All this, all that.
All this and to get. It's game
Look
over.
at football. From Raya.
Yeah.
And good football.
Good kick out. Route 1
Good
football.
football.
Route 1 stuff.
Marino is
Nice pick out. No.
Onside.
I think he's.
Onside.
That's very close.
That's close, but I think he's on, if you ask me. I think he's on. Yeah, but we'll have to wait. I think they have the semi-automated VR here, so.
Marino won that header on Rudiger's head.
This was football made easy.
Very good play here. Look at that ball from
Look at the
Marino.
final pass.
Look at that ball from Marino.
Oh,
Quality.
that's onside.
Quality.
Quality.
Clearly onside at that
Clearly
stage,
onside that stage, yeah.
but it's the first phase of play.
Quality finish.
That is an
That's a
elite
world
finish
class finish.
right there.
World class finish.
I don't think we can show too much of the game.
Oh,
It's
game over.
Strike
So
down, they will strike down the live.
the live, yeah.
Hendrick on the ball.
Yeah. For rights. Well, I think we should be saying the final funeral rights for Real Madrid.
Makes me happy though.
It makes me happy.
Look at
Oh,
Saliba. Vinicius scores.
Go!
Wow.
Look at Saliba.
That's shocking.
Well, a little too. What's Vinicius? That was a gift, my man.
That is
That's
wow.
a very terrible.
Are you guys sure he's
terrible
not
mistake.
already wearing white?
That's a gift.
Yeah.
Are you sure Saliba is not already
Putting on
wearing
white
white?
in these guys.
Yes,
Yeah.
we can.
No.
No. You couldn't. I mean, it's crazy how Arsenal, they just. Why shooting yourself? Oh my goodness, this is such an annoying goal to give away. And I know there are still 3 goals to the good, but you don't want to give at 4-0. You've deflated your opponent completely. You don't want to give them any chance.
For no reason.
For no
That's
reason.
so unnecessary.
It's so unnecessary.
Bro, look at Vinny.
Bro, you're making noise, bro.
I mean, you deflated the crowd already, but why? What on earth are you doing?
Shouldn't be doing that, bro.
What on earth are you doing? Now, the only way is for Arsenal to go back and score another one because they've been totally the better team over both legs. And, if Real Madrid get anything from this game, it's just going to be a real smash and grab.
That's a yellow card. That should be a yellow card for you. Why is he kicking the ball away?
That's a gift for you, bro.
The Arsenal fans,
Basically gifted
we belong to so many football groups. Myself and Manny, I think we're going to be inviting you to some of our soccer groups here. The Arsenal fans are livid right now. I can see the comments.
I wonder what they're saying about Saliba. Saliba is their wonder boy. They can't talk bad about him. Look at you talking in the game. Bro, remove that shirt. Remove that shirt. You're not him.
You're not Zidane.
Ref is trying to get the game back under control. What are they checking for?
21 minutes left with still some time to go at that time.
That's light work for us. See, the only goal Madrid have scored, they were gifted.
Madrid deserved nothing from this game.
Kivia has been quite good.
Very good.
Although he hasn't faced much.
He surprised me.
He hasn't faced much. But
That was the remote dropping. Similar mistake to what Saliba Raya did just now.
Wow, nice one there. Wow, how's that foul?
Oh, that's not a foul. Right?
Bayern equalized.
Bayern equalized again. That's madness going on in that game. Thank you, Manny, for updating us.
That was close. That's a foul every day of the week.
That's a foul.
So as it stands, it's 4-3 on aggregate to Inter Milan. Just the 5th goal Inter Milan has scored this season. I mean,
It will just keep going up. Eric Dyer, wow.
Eric Dyer, that must have been from his set play. Eric Dyer is very good with his head.
Another Arsenal free kick.
I think this time to Real Madrid. Right? No, it's an Arsenal free kick. Oof, that's a foul. Studs up. No excuses, it's a free kick.
Definitely.
Arsenal will take their time all day to take this set piece. I mean, no need to rush. Don't need to rush at all.
No way right to go from here.
Is it going to be an in-swinger from Odegaard or an out-swinger from Rice? So it's going to be an in-swinger from Odegaard.
Doesn't even be the first man. Saka will recover it.
Saka.
Ball.
We call him Star Boy.
Nice one, Saka.
He's English, but we'll claim him. We'll claim him. We Nigerians
It's
will
our
claim him.
own.
We'll still claim him.
It's our ball.
He's one of our. Yeah. Arsenal really missed him. Since he's come back from injury, Arsenal looks like a totally different team, especially in that first leg at the Emirates. It just shows how much quality Saka
Which is
has
funny.
and what he brings to this team.
Because they were asking him if he thinks he's on the level of Mbappe and Vinicius. Wow, great tackle.
No,
Great tackle there.
great tackle.
I think that was Ceballos. Wow.
apart from the goal Vinicius has done deadly squats in this game.
He was gifted, we really gifted the goal, so
Yeah.
he did nothing.
But yeah, they were asking Saka before the first leg if he thinks he's on the level of Mbappe and Vinicius.
You said no?
The video did record his answer, but what do you guys think?
I would say.
And if he's like how far off?
No, I would
if he's
say
not?
he's not yet, but he's on the trajectory. Like he's very close. I just think,
But it's better than Rodrigo though.
yeah, he is by far.
By far better than Rodrigo.
I think with people like Saka,
But does he
again,
just need to win things?
he just needs to go to another club. Like it's not this.
Go to another club or win things.
Well,
So
a
say
combination of
if
both.
he
Like,
delivers the league next season, what are we saying?
well, if he delivers the league, then of course we're definitely going to say he's on that pedestal. He's there. Well,
Definitely he has to win trophies.
he has to win trophies, but I think these days you have to win the biggest trophies. I'm not saying Premier League is not a big trophy, but I mean the Champions League is one of those trophies you used to measure and how you win it as well. It's not just winning, but you can see in the season Manchester City, the season Manchester City won it. You can see Haaland's goal contribution and how.
Yeah.
So it's not just being in the winning team. Oh my goodness, on that free kick to
That's
us.
the freaking they foul.
Mbappe trying to win the ball back from his own mistake. Oof, what a ball there. What a ball from Marino.
Yeah.
Hazard is not doing Havertz is not doing that, by the way. He can't make that pass. Just saying.
So back to the point, like the season Ronaldo won the Ballon d'Or at Manchester United, it wasn't just because he won the Champions League with Manchester United. It was what he did. I think he was the highest goal scorer that season in the Champions League, highest goal scorer in the Premier League. So it's about what you do. You need to also have those numbers that will set you apart from the normal players. So because in this day and age, we're all about numbers, stats, goals, assists. So if you say you want to be at that level, for example, it's not just about winning the Champions League. How many goals do you have in the season?
But I think for the Ballon d'Or, previously, for numbers and goals, it has to be for Messi and CR7.
Yeah.
But for the past few winners, it's just basically what you did for your team.
Yeah, because let's those guys are.
But they use more of goals.
Yeah, for Messi and Ronaldo, they are not mere mortals.
Yeah, they use more of goals.
So we can
goals for them.
those guys, the numbers they gave.
Numbers, yeah.
It's not for mere mortals.
But he doesn't need to win the Ballon d'Or to be on the level.
Saka, no, he doesn't.
Yeah, definitely.
None of them have the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah.
I think if he wins the league, we have to put him there.
Yeah.
But it's what class?
Yeah.
Saka is what class.
Yeah, he's very, very. You know what he gets
World
from
class
Saka.
footballer. Yeah.
Even on his average days.
The world class footballer.
So as it stands now, the semi-finals will be teams from 4 different countries. Team from France, a team from Italy, a team from Spain, and a team from England. Not bad.
I can't wait for that Arsenal PSG.
No, but
That's not PSG.
I can't wait for that Arsenal PSG.
That'll be a dream.
I can't wait to see.
Hopefully we'll be doing it live
if
for
Aston Villa
those
can
ones, so you
pull
guys stick
surprises
with us.
against PSG, I think Arsenal will actually beat PSG.
No.
If Aston Villa can pull surprises against PSG,
No, so look,
Yeah.
let's look up until there's a saying that goals change a game. Up
When?
until
Mbappe.
took off Mbappe.
I think he
Right,
got it
yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Up until and I'm not taking any credit away from Aston Villa, but up until the deflected goal from Tielemans yesterday, PSG went to the control, and then second half another deflected goal. So those things happen, and of course, when you concede such goals, it means luck is on their side, and then the home team gets the momentum of the fans on their side. So definitely it was clear that PSG had to suffer for a bit yesterday, but that's not going to be a yardstick we use to judge them. They are a team that they don't stop running, and it's going to be a big game.
Did you guys see
Nice one from Saka.
good job there, Saka. Did you guys see McGinn's take after the game? He was like, he hasn't played against Barca or Madrid, but PSG is the best team he has played against ever, and he wouldn't want to play against them week in, week out.
Who said that?
Josh McGinn.
Josh McGinn. Oh yeah, they are a fantastic team. It's especially that midfield trio of Vitinha, John Neves, and Fabian Ruiz. They don't stop running. They have so much legs in that midfield. They will give any team a game. Then the pace they have up front is scary.
Up front is scary, yeah.
They have a crazy forward line with
Like Saka,
especially with Dembele.
Dembele, yeah.
Yeah.
Dembele is so rapid, he's so
Yeah.
fast.
Saka off, good performance, regardless.
So potentially Arsenal Barcelona final repeat of 2006.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yes.
Against
Bayern.
Bayern. Yeah.
But trust me, I see Arsenal going through to the final against PSG. For me,
Fair enough.
yeah, I see Arsenal going through.
I hear that.
Where's the first leg going to be?
I don't know. But I think Arsenal's defense being better than PSG's defense means a whole lot for that game.
Yeah.
PSG's defense is not great.
It's not great, but Pacho, so that's because of how Enrique plays. He likes to push the fullbacks. If you see the game yesterday against Aston Villa, the first 2 goals were from Mendes, the left back, and Hakimi. So
yeah.
that's how he plays. He likes to push the fullbacks and leave Marquinhos and William Pacho, the centre backs, on their own. I think if he changes it and decides to keep it tight, I don't think that PSG defense is as bad as we might think it is. I just think it's how he likes to play on the front.
I love the way Arsenal are controlling the tempo.
Yeah.
Like they're not waiting for Madrid to attack.
Still 2-2 in the other game.
Yes, it's one.
All we need is for one more.
I know waiting for Madrid to attack.
We go to extra time. Hopefully not.
The longer that game goes.
You can hear it in Manny's voice as an Inter Milan fan. He's sounding tense, Yeah, he's sounding a bit tense.
Because it's Champions League.
It's Champions League, anything can happen.
Until the final whistle.
Yeah.
But guys, let's be
Until the
honest,
final
this has
whistle.
been the best Champions League season in a long while. It's been entertaining. Like when the new format came, where most of us were critical, like what's this group stage phase and too many games. But I think it's been thoroughly entertaining.
What do you think?
Nice
Wow,
ball,
what a
nice
great
ball.
play.
Wow! Shoot!
That's a good ball.
Unreal play there from Odegaard.
Yeah.
Reminds me of the
The Rashford move yesterday.
Yeah,
Exactly. For
Ball.
Ezri Konsa's goal.
Yeah.
I love this play from Arsenal.
Okay.
Give it away.
Great play.
But do you think the tournament has been good because of the new format, or just because we have new good teams?
Yeah,
So we're like the usual suspects have not been on it this season. We
Both
have-
ways though, yeah. I
think
think good
it's both
teams
ways.
and the new.
Because take it like this, Liverpool finished first
Yeah.
and had to play PSG. Like
Yeah.
that's so insane.
Stand up, bro. Stand
It
up.
just
That is
brought
free
more.
kick.
It just brought more entertaining games. Yeah, it's so insane. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's also on PSG for finishing outside the top 8.
That's a dive, bro.
Yeah,
That's
so
a dive
I
right
mean,
now.
we had teams like Aston Villa finishing in the top 8. Who else again? I mean, if Aston Villa could finish in the top 8, what
yeah.
excuse do Real Madrid have? Not finish in the top 8. AC Milan finished in the top 8 as well, didn't they?
I think so.
Yeah, and then they lost to final, if my memory serves.
If you guys remember vividly when Messi was scared to show up against PSG and Neymar had to hold his hand. Neymar scored his free kick from
From
here.
Right from the angle, right?
That was in 2017. That was a Messi. That was a Messi.
But Messi played well though.
Yeah, he ran away from the penalty as well. He couldn't play it. He said Neymar.
No,
Take
he
me
no,
there.
he
He took one.
He gave
Yeah,
them
and then
Neymar
the
the
Neymar.
No, he didn't
gave
give.
Neymar
That
the
was not a
penalty.
gift. That
So
was
he gave Neymar the penalty.
He was scared to fail.
No.
And he said Neymar.
Compare me.
He can't be real.
Ronaldo would never.
But Neymar
And
was
I'm a
informed
Messi
then.
fan. But
But he
Ronaldo would
crazy form
never.
then.
What? Pardon? Yeah, he was.
Neymar was a
No,
crazy form.
Neymar was just
It was a
hot that
crazy
day.
form,
Neymar
yeah,
played like
it was a crazy
man
form.
possessed.
Bro, look at this 4'11" player. What does he want to do inside that place? Where do you think you are?
You're not in
Brazil.
You're not in Brazil.
Corinthians and what was it called?
Fluminense.
Nice defensive work from Kane.
Yeah.
He's been impressive.
I don't get it. I don't put the Scottish
Look at Luis Skelly. This is
They are
a
not going. The
footballer.
game is
I
This
don't
is a
get-
footballer.
the game is gone. We are just
This is an unreal player. Look at Luis Skelly.
yeah, fantastic left back. I think England's left back position is covered for a long time.
Ball, one touch.
Just shoot from there. You don't.
He's too one-footed.
Odegaard.
That was all MLS.
looking to punish his old team.
I don't think Luis Skelly gets enough.
Credit. Yeah.
Enough. How old is he? He's like what?
Is he 18, 19?
18 or 19.
That's the option.
and he's playing at the top level. But he's not scared to take the ball. Even some of United's biggest players are afraid to take the ball.
Okay.
Yeah.
United fans. He's 18.
18.
He's going to be 19 in September.
That's crazy. What was I doing at 19?
Trying to memorize their quantum physics.
Trying to survive. Trying to survive Nigeria. They're trying to survive Nigeria.
Gone are the days where they could just put the ball in the box and hope Ronaldo would do magic. Look at that ball from
Nice
Skelly.
ball.
Look at that ball from Skelly. Take him on.
Trossard.
Nice ball. You have nothing to lose, man.
Yeah,
Take
Arsenal
your
in
time.
total
Just enjoy.
control of this
You have to
game.
enjoy yourself. The remaining time.
All Arsenal.
Don't make it
Ooh.
Man,
Silly,
shot.
that is silly
Protected.
mistake.
Vinicius, this is your time to shine.
Great block there.
Keep, is that Saliba?
Goal kick.
Goal kick.
Really?
Damn.
Wow, surprise, huh?
Skelly gave the ball away there.
That's the corner kick, though.
Maybe the referee needs to go to spectators.
That's the corner kick. At least.
But to be fair to the ref, I think he has officiated the game very
Yeah,
well.
so far.
Very well.
Yeah, so far.
I know some Arsenal fans were scared before the game
Like,
that
you know,
Fiorentino Perez was going
definitely the Perez effect.
was going to do something and try to affect the
Perez
officiating.
effect,
But
yeah.
What was Saliba doing?
so far, so good. He's auditioning for his corner kick.
Well, he knows they've qualified. He's trying to save face for them.
Well. What if Real Madrid score now?
There's no way they can score 3 goals.
Yeah.
They need 3
It
goals.
was
If they
just
score
before
now,
that.
it will now be 2 more goals.
2 more goals, yeah.
Who says it can't be done? Manchester
I
United
know.
scored two goals in injury time in the 1999 final against Bayern.
Right.
But I don't see them.
No,
Doing us now.
no, of course, it won't be something that they deserve, but stranger things are happening.
Yeah.
But I think, you know,
The combination.
Arsenal smooth sailing so far. Modric.
Take him on. Take him on. Good cross. Good cross.
That's what?
What?
Ooh, that was a poor ball.
Is that Vasquez? Offside.
Offside.
Wow.
That's a
That's a
poor-
very.
That
was
is
terrible
shocking.
decision.
That's shocking. Shocking. What were you thinking of?
At least take the shots. If
Ceballos.
Ceballos,
Oh yeah, he's playing in solidarity against for
Yeah.
his former team.
He's putting on black.
that was a good ball. No one there.
That's a shocking decision. Like
Bro.
what was he looking at there?
He was trying to cross it in the air. He overcooked
He
it.
overcooked it. Obviously. Too much spices.
Vasquez.
Free kick Arsenal again.
Really good.
You know, Real Madrid are getting more desperate with Arsenal winning lots of free kicks.
Yeah, look out for Partey as well.
Is it going to have any consequence for the semi-finals? Like, is it going to miss first leg or anything? I don't think he's on a yellow card prior to that.
Elia has been quiet. Something special.
Of course, quiet.
Quiet.
Which brings the question,
Column is short.
Really quiet.
do you think Atletico Madrid would have been a better opponent against Arsenal?
No, I think it would have been the same thing. Maybe because I watched Atletico's game against Madrid, but then again that's a domestic.
Yeah, because both teams know themselves
Yeah.
inside out.
Oh, yeah.
No, maybe Atletico may have been better. Maybe. Bro, Madrid beat City on penalties, beat Atletico on penalties.
No, they beat City on aggregate. I think it was both home and away. Yeah,
They
it was
beat-
just
okay,
Atletico.
yeah.
Yeah, they really trashed City. I think 3-2 in England and what was the
Yeah.
scoreline?
I can't remember.
It's been a long time. You know, I'm not used to watching Champions League games in January. The new format gave us games in January, and it was almost like it was a breeze.
Offside.
Well, 6 minutes until we say goodbye to Real Madrid in the Champions League.
That's good.
I don't know the magic they want to pull.
There's nothing.
It's
It's
not-
These guys are not pulling 3 goals
done.
in 6 minutes. Yeah.
It's done, which means the
Vinicius again. What are you doing? It's just running into a cul-de-sac time and time
with
again.
Madrid getting knocked out here, the Ballon d'Or for this year is blown wide open.
Yeah, Rafinha
Yeah,
has a
well-
huge shout, especially if he wins the Champions
If you
League.
win the Champions League, yeah, that's a very good shot. But who else aside from Martinez? Who else?
Outside shouts. Yamal.
Yeah.
I don't think Yamal will
Outside
be-
shouts. Someone from Arsenal. I don't know who it would be. Lautaro.
Yeah, Lautaro has a very good shot as well. Then again, a lot will also depend on the Club World Cup as well coming up
Yeah,
this
coming
summer.
up.
I think
Ooh, that's close. Aside from the Saliba mistake, though. That's
it's
not,
been a perfect
that's
Arsenal
not defense,
performance.
no.
Yeah. All time.
Wonderful.
Home and away.
Wonderful. Aside from the Saliba mistake, a wonderful defense.
They're going to head it away. Partey,
Wonderful.
meat and drink for Arsenal. Don't cross into the box. You can't. Vinicius, what are you doing? Another 4. Oh my God.
Very good defense on Arsenal.
It's too easy.
Very good.
I told you, Arsenal, even when Madrid were quote unquote pressing, Arsenal were very comfortable. It has been one of those games where,
Yeah,
like Mourinho will always say, yeah, you had all the ball, but
we'll take.
We
3
wanted
points.
that.
We'll take the game.
yeah.
Let's not forget tomorrow is also the Europa League and the Conference League. Shout out to Chelsea fans.
I don't really indulge, so I don't know what's going
Thursday
on
night
there.
football.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Thursday night football.
Chelsea fans, I apologize. I didn't mean. I'm just shouting you guys out. I didn't mean anything. Yeah, for your conference league tie. Yeah.
Who are they playing against?
Honestly, is it Ledger Warsaw? I don't know.
Yeah, League of Legends.
I think they struggled against.
I think they won 3-0 first
3-0,
leg.
okay.
Yeah. So that game is all but done.
Chelsea shouldn't be struggling against teams.
That they will win the competition, obviously.
Yeah, definitely.
But that just gets them a Europa spot. So they need to focus more on the league, actually.
Strange though. At one time, we are not in the title race. We are not in the. I don't know what they are fighting for right now.
Now they're fighting for top 4 or top 5 because top 5 is more important than winning the conference league
Yeah, true.
for them anyway. Because they only get to go to Europa from that.
Well, in the Europa League, Manchester United also against Lyon. We're hearing Onana will be back after Bayern have failed to impress in the game against Newcastle. Joshua Zexi is also ruled out for the season.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, he's
wow.
just said the news after injuring his hamstring in
The game against Newcastle.
against Newcastle.
That's
So
tough.
he's out for the season. So Manchester United, sorry, you guys will have to make do with Rasmus Højlund from now until the end of the season. If United have any hope of winning the Europa League, they will have to make do
Look at Trossard. Joker.
with their defensive striker. That's what I call him.
Bro, someone should shoot.
Shoot.
Wow.
Nope.
Nice save.
Game gone. How many minutes at a time do you think? Maybe 4 minutes?
Yeah, maybe 4.
4-5, maybe.
Maybe 4. Well, this one is done. Has the Bayern game ended yet?
No. Don't worry. I'll be the first to know. It's still 2-2. I'll be the first to know
Oh yeah, I
when
think
that
your
game
notifications
ends.
are up for that one.
Out there. More than up. Look at
Oh,
Cavani.
Caval.
So funny this game. Neither of the keepers have had to really do much, which obviously is fine for Arsenal because they were not chasing the game. But you would think Madrid would have worked Raya more today. Okay. He's left-footed, by the way. 5 minutes added.
5 minutes added, but it's gone. The dream is gone.
Yes, Inter game is done.
It's done. So congratulations
Inter Barcelona confirmed.
Yes, Inter Barcelona confirmed.
confirmed.
Wow.
So PSG just waiting for Arsenal.
I'm there already.
So between PSG and Arsenal, we'll be having a meeting of 2 teams who've never won the competition before.
Yeah.
And for Bayern and Inter Milan, we'll definitely have. So on one side, we've had teams who have tasted success before in this tournament.
Yeah.
And on the other side, we'll have teams who are
Yet.
yet to. So, yeah.
Do they have both one final appearance each?
Yeah, I think Arsenal in 06,
Arsenal,
PSG in
06,
2010.
Definitely.
Arsenal that will be interesting.
They're asking for my opinions in some other.
Some other groups, don't worry.
Yeah,
they're
they want to
coming
know. They want to know what my opinion is.
They're coming for you. Don't
The
worry.
Arsenal fans are asking, "What's your opinion?" I love Arsenal. I love you guys.
Bro, look at Vinicius.
Whoa,
Wow.
nice party, nice
Great
one.
play.
Just go and waste time.
That's
Go
it,
and waste
man.
time here.
Congratulations to Arsenal. They're going to apply the coup de grace here for fifth goal on
Shot
aggregate.
off. Woof.
Odegaard just shoot. Okay. Congratulations to Arsenal. You guys have had an amazing Champions League season. Looking forward to that. That's going to be in 2 weeks' time. It's going to be in 2 weeks' time. The game against PSG, first leg.
PSG already have their league wrapped up.
So they're going to be resting players. I think they should use their under 12s.
I mean, that's usually a double double-edged sword because, then you're not up for it when it's time.
Yeah, but I think Arsenal should just give up, fighting for the Premier League. Yeah, like there's no need, there's nothing. 13 points with 6 games.
And focus on
Just focus on the Champions League.
Let's go.
Are they seeing any other?
No, they're not in any competition.
Counter.
Difficult.
Great pass,
Oh.
Marino. Is that Martinelli?
One-on-one. Can you do it one-on-one?
Can he do what Torres did? He's gone.
Go boy.
Oh,
Finish.
gosh.
Double
Gosh.
against Real Madrid.
Gosh.
5-1.
Like I said.
5-1 on aggregate.
Like I said,
This
too
has
easy.
been a total annihilation of
Done.
Real Madrid done. Congratulations to Arsenal. Huge one. What a statement victory. 5-1 against Real Madrid.
5-1.
Lots of people wrote them off before this time, but they just...
I just have to say that, not me though. I knew that this Madrid team, because the thing is that a lot of people don't watch games week in, week out. They watch Madrid
They
games.
just only watch the Premier
Highlights
League.
or
Yeah.
just few clips of. Wow.
Show me Tchouaméni, show him well. Show him well.
That was a lightning quick counter attack.
That's what I'm saying.
And
Counter.
Martinelli is just so fast.
Look at Marino there.
Look at
Great
look
pass.
at the run from Martinelli from his own half, and yeah.
Look at him. Easy, too easy.
Frank Garcia should have just brought him down. Got the red card and keep the scoreline
Because
respectful.
at the end of the day,
It's of no consequence.
It's of no consequence.
Everyone saw Liverpool play against Madrid in, was that a group stage tie? I guess it was the league.
Yeah, the league stage.
That game was so easy for them, even though I know Mbappe missed a penalty in that game, I believe. But they were so comfortable. They beat Madrid in gear 1 or gear 2 maybe. Look at Hendrik. Pie.
Better pipe. Better pipe.
Nice touch to bring in Kieran Tierney. Arteta, you've done well. This has been
Zinchenko, he's still alive?
He is.
Damn.
He is. I didn't know. Like we haven't seen him in quite a while.
Yeah.
Bro, they have like 3 left backs on right now.
Yeah, Tierney, Skelly still on.
Yes, I believe Skelly is still on. Is that Ben White coming on?
What's his name?
Zinchenko.
Zinchenko.
Wow, Ben White.
He's been
Back
around
from
since-
the Gulag.
I've seen him for a while now. Zinchenko.
Whoa, this has been a home and away beating of epic proportions.
Right,
Declan
okay.
Rice, yeah. You've been immense bootlegs.
Okay.
PSG awaits.
Home and away. Getting cooked home and away that is total domination.
Yeah.
1 goal gifted.
That was the gift. though.
Yeah,
But trust me,
that was a gift. Without that,
they won't
without
have
that
any
gift,
goal. They won't have any goal here. The time is up already.
this could just be Arsenal's year.
It could. I've been saying it. I said on the group chat. I said Arsenal.
That's what I'm saying. But against PSG, I see Arsenal are going to the final. For me.
Against PSG,
I think that game. I think it depends where they play. I think PSG have a very, very. Only one team I've seen really go there. Well, United, but only one good team I've seen go to Parc des Princes and like cook PSG there in any era, and that was Madrid's Ronaldo team.
Yeah.
Because PSG against English teams are not really that, I don't know really that good.
Yeah.
Against English teams.
Well, they were good against Liverpool.
Yeah.
The game is done, guys. How do you feel?
Well, I think this is the end of the road for Carlo Ancelotti.
Obviously,
He will move somewhere else.
it's a very obvious match from the beginning. Arsenal will qualify.
Wow, what they got?
I'm just surprised of the scoreline.
You are surprised
Yeah, I was surprised. I was
that they
thinking
won 2-1 today, or
I was thinking Arsenal will qualify,
but
but Madrid will win.
Yeah. But I mean,
That was my thought.
it's been home and away.
Look at Jude.
See you 9 p.m.
Okay, so we have to take out because the adverts are coming in, so we have to take it off. Okay, yeah, that's been a fantastic
That was a good match.
session. Well, guys,
that was a good
before we
match.
go, I mean, it's been a fantastic first time, like a debut edition on Lydia Productions on YouTube Live for the Champions League game. We hope to be doing this as often as possible. Possibly, yeah, do like for the final, like it's going to be on a Saturday as well. So I think our schedules are going to be much more aligned. Probably do like a pre-game analysis.
Yeah.
Maybe even have like a watch party. What do you think? Like get some
that-
crowd in here, like sample opinions. So we'll be looking forward to that because we're going to try to expand the platform, get people, get an audience as well, get a larger platform, get an audience, and just make it like one big pre-Champions League final party. But I'll come to you first, Yomi. How was your impression of today's debut edition of the YouTube Live?
For today's debut,
Yeah,
it's fun. It's fun so far.
Not bad at all.
Yeah, not bad at all.
Yeah.
So for me, it's been like with you guys,
Yeah.
fun,
Fantastic.
good one,
You've been a good sport. You were so relaxed. I mean, Barcelona have already qualified.
Yeah,
So you're just chilling like
I don't have anything to
I'm
worry
a big
about.
boy now.
I don't have anything to worry about.
Manny was a little bit.
He was really- yeah, he
but
was
Manny,
on
fair
the
play
off
to you.
field.
I don't know how you did it, but not having to like keep an eye on your team. But eventually, Inter Milan did it. How do you feel?
Not surprised, just because. So no,
Be humble.
no, so
Be humble.
generally, how I see these games is that on the pitch, of course, the players go on the pitch and play, but at the same time, the guys on the touchline are very, very important too. And quite frankly, I don't think company can lace Inzaghi's shoes
Coaching boots.
as a coach.
Yeah, the coach.
So just from that, I was very comfortable with Inter's defense. I know that I watch them week in, week out, at least, especially their big games. So I know what you're going to get from Inter every week.
Yeah.
They work hard, they are compact, they break, and yeah. So I'm honestly not surprised. I think the scoreline definitely flatters Bayern, because I feel like if Bayern played against Arsenal, it could have been 5-1, just like this. If they play against Barca, it could have been the same thing. But Inter don't score too many goals.
Yeah.
So while the game ended 4-3 on aggregate.
4-3 on aggregate. Yeah.
You might think it was close, but if Bayern played against Barca,
Barcelona,
it could have been much
It's
worse.
different, yeah.
So yeah, you saw me. I was comfortable here. I was comfortable here,
You didn't break a sweat.
and regarding this first episode has been good fun. I think we've recorded like one podcast.
Podcast, yeah.
So this is not my first time working
did
with
awesome.
you.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
but yeah, great first one. Look forward to more episodes.
Yeah, it's amazing, guys. I really want to congratulate you because it was wonderful chemistry amongst the three of us here. Considering the fact that I know I've worked with Manny once on my podcast, Pitch Perfect podcast.
Shameless plug.
Yeah. Yeah. But this is my first time working with Yomi, and yeah, it's been awesome. If you didn't know us, you would have thought we've been doing this together for a long time. So I would say, without sounding too prideful, I would say we'll give ourselves a pat on the back for a first time performance. And congratulations to you guys. Both your teams get to play each other in the semi-final.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping we're going to have the opportunity.
I mean, we'll have to be there.
We have to
We have to
be
be
Hopefully,
again.
I'll be in the
We have to do this again.
I'll be in the middle to prevent any
Yeah,
basketball that's going on.
Yeah, you have to do this
because
again.
I'm expecting to see more passion. Why are you running wrong? Okay, calm down. We are still on the live broadcast.
It will be more relaxed.
It will be
more relaxed.
To be honest, I think Manny was pretty comfortable that they were going to do
Yeah, I
this
think that was
and I
relaxed.
think having a first leg lead away from home, puts you in that comfort zone. So it's been a fantastic one. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and on Lydia Productions, hope you still keep staying with us on YouTube Live. My name is Onyx. I don't think I quite did the introduction at the start of the show. Maybe I was too eager to start, or maybe I was too excited to jump onto the game because we started a bit late. The game had already commenced, so I do apologize for that. So my name is Onyx, Yomi and Mani. Once again, thank you, and until we meet again, have yourselves a fantastic one. And Arsenal fans, congratulations. Inter fans, congratulations. Bayern, good job. PSG, we'll see all you guys in the semi-final. Barca. All right, bye-bye.
All right.